If game 2 is half as bloody as game number 1, it's going to be a good time as we load into Summoner's Rift for the second time today. We are going to get to watch Skarner pick in the jungle, the Camille versus Jax, Bruiser versus Bruiser. Are either one of them relevant? Hashinshin would say no, but I'm going to say that they probably will be this game. Making a good case for himself here so far. Brandini and Shiro getting into it early on here. 1 versus 1 at level 2, but it's not going to stay a fair fight for long. Brandini tries to get himself away. Wiggily continues after him, but a little bit of a miscommunication between him and his...
Understand where Shiro's coming from. You can get the flash for free.
One thing I want to comment on, because he's going towards it right now, Grig was moving towards that Skarner Spire in the enemy jungle. If your opponent pays attention, despite if they have any vision or anything near the Spire, as soon as you capture it, they will see it on their minimap. So Grig always has to be careful when capturing these Spires if he invades, because he may get found out. That will give his positioning away. Skarner always has to be aware of that. Oftentimes it's a better decision not to take it. And there, Wiggily though, whoa, absolutely deleted the stun duration. Ever since they buffed that from 1 second to 1.5, that's what really put Skarner
Influence this matchup now that Shiro has a small advantage.
Brandini down to about half HP. If Shiro goes in, Grig's right there.
Uh-oh.
Shiro sees it and is like, nope, 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 nope. Skarner Fracture doesn't quite find its way onto Shiro. His opponent has no health items in his inventory, but now Wiggly showing up. Are they really going to go for this dive here? A lot of CC being layered onto Brandini. Hextech Ultimatum is issued. Brandini with the stopwatch to keep himself in a good way. As Grig shows back up here into the top side, Goldenglue, Paddle Star out, not finding anything. His early game was just so terrible. Before he had the ult, he wasn't even a champion. He was an extra melee minion. And now bottom side, it's Keith and Zeyzal forcing this 2v2 onto MrRallez, taking him very low, as TSM Academy will be forced off of that Ocean Drake. Sleepy Trouble Bubble comes out, not finding its way onto either mark here, as Goldenglue and Wiggily will take back the spot.
Yeah, you saw.
Done here does have the flash ult available, a massive tool for Skarner. The difference between normal Skarner ult and flash ult, very noticeable. Flash Skarner ult, one of the biggest playmakers in the game, but Sejuani and Camille, no slouches either, but it's gonna be a full-on 2 versus 2. Grig trying to make something happen here. There comes your Sejuani damage. The second part of the fail is enough to do it, but now, can they get themselves away from Brandini? The Paddle Star comes in, not quite finding its mark. Shiro still alive. Wiggly looking to get out now too. Paddle Star again, this time finding its way onto that TSM top.
That situation, but both get out with very, very low HP. These are some scrappy fights on the top side.
More and more fights. Every single time one of these guys gets a chance, they pull the trigger. Grig back up there, trying to go after it. He lands the stun. He's got the CC down. Shiro's really got nowhere to run on this one. They want to give the kill to Brandini, and they will do so.
Yeah, big problem, especially in these carry versus carry matchups where things can be so volatile. We've already seen how close these fights have been.
C9 Academy going for the Ocean Drake, trying to make this one work out. Ablazeolive going to lose half his HP there to the Paddle Star, but it's Goldenglue who's also now in trouble. One more hit, maybe able to take the Olive down, and it will do that. Goldenglue getting the kill for himself, getting away, but now TSM Academy coming over the wall with the Arcane Shift. MrRallez trying to make a play. Wiggly barely getting himself away, but not today. MrRallez picks up a kill, now going forward, looking for even more damage. Grig coming around the back side, does have the ulti, doesn't have the flash. Paddle Star, I'm going to tell you right now, Mark, playing Skarner against Zoe is a special kind of hell. He stays at that much HP, Brandini can pretty much one-hit him at that point. Ablazeolive coming over the wall, looking for Zeyzal, will juggle him back, but the ulti comes through. Grig, drowsy now, looking for the pull onto Goldenglue, who hops, skips, and jumps away, barely staying alive, but can he make it? Grig still looking to chase him down. Brandini grabbing the kill on to Shiro here too. Goldenglue wants to get out, body block it if you can. Wiggly, a double kill still there for Brandini as Wiggly tries to get himself out. Shady coming in to slow him down. He'll be the one tanking the turret aggro here at the start. Brandini going deeper, they find the kill, and that is TSM Academy getting themselves yet another pickup. I remember at the start of last year when Camille, Rengar, and LeBlanc were the unholy trinity. That would happen sometimes, but now Brandini putting himself in a real dangerous spot, trying to escape now from what has become a 4 versus 1. He's already drowsy. He's gonna take a hell of a nap. Shut down by Shiro. That's gonna be some money in his pocket. The stun interrupting the escape with the hook shot. As TSM Academy decides to start up that Baron. They're saying, look, if you want to stop Brandini from doing his thing, you're going to have to commit more than just Shiro. But if you do that, we're going to grab the Baron for ourselves. Nobody from Cloud9 anywhere near this one. Shady just hanging around to run interference. Brandini barely left alive. Goldenglue comes in, picks him up, but a Jax is hardly a price to pay when you walk away with Baron buff and the other 4 members. The big engage mechanism for him, because of the fact it allows him to catch up to these targets, grab him with the pull. Brandini trying to escape now for the 2 versus 1. Goldenglue and Shiro fighting up against him. That minion, a hero, blocking the paddle star. Brandini just trying to bob and weave and dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge, but it's not enough, and now he's dead. TSM Academy's remaining member is going to use that Baron buff, pushing in the bottom part of the map, take extra regen, but nothing super pressing that teams are going to throw themselves into an unwinnable fight for. Is now, whoa, it's Ablazeolive going in. Shurima shuffling Keith right back into his own team, and that is a big pick. TSM Academy now have themselves a 5 versus 4 enemy AD carry down for 35 seconds.
Nice pick off there by Ablazeolive. I thought they were going to take it slow, wait for the Baron before working on these inhibitor turrets, but he sees an opportunity to go, takes down the enemy AD carry. There are trying to push around this mid lane. Still some wave clear coming in for Zoe now that the minions don't take decreased magic damage. And Camille just keeps splitting, so a little surprising to see Brandini not go up there to deal with her, but they are going to break this inhibitor turret.
Inhibitor turret going down in 25 minutes is a pretty good time to break that line of the enemy base. This is often one of the stall out points when you see teams struggle to get through. TSM Academy knocking that turret down means now they have an open objective down to 1/4 HP. MrRallez not quite going to be caught out by that ulti thanks to the Mikhail's Crucible from his support. Couple more hits onto this inhib. TSM Academy really want it. They're willing to commit for this, and they'll grab it. Skarner goes to sleep, loses about half his HP. They're going to be rooted up, gets himself back away thanks to the cleanse. There's that Summoner Spellbook we talked about earlier, coming up pretty big. Drowsy onto the Azir, but he does get himself away in time, buffering that.
And Wiggily were off on the side and maybe could have gone onto MrRallez. Didn't pull the trigger. Jax pulled pressure down. Then they chunk out Goldenglue, so it kind of allows TSM to go for this free Baron. They're on the back foot. They're down about 10k gold, and that was maybe the best look on a flank team fight that they're going to find the rest of this game.
Said than done. The push continues. The next wave is here. Grig frontlining for his team, blocking the damage from this poke. Absorbs plenty of it for himself. The Drowsy down onto the Azir. Ablazeolive going to be hit with multiple CCs, but it's the pull from Grig that's going to end up bringing the Sejuani into a spot where he needs that ulti from Zilean. Now with that down, TSM can look to make some real meaningful plays. Brandini brought low, needs one more hit onto the turret, does do it now. Trying to outplay Shiro. There, your Guardian Angel's going to proc Shiro, taken nearly down, but close only counts in horseshoes, my friend. We are playing League of Legends. Brandini getting himself back as TSM Academy pushing up that bottom lane. Inhibitor turret number 2 down, inhibitor number 2. That's where we're going to set our sights, says TSM. Get it down below half HP. Inhibitor has respawned in the mid lane. Jax is forced off of the top lane. The pressure only staying bottom now. Brandini gets back. TP is going to be used here in just a moment. One final auto attack from MrRallez. 5 kills that Cloud9 Academy have got for themselves. Keith hasn't been a part of any of them.
Yeah, but unfortunately here, Brandini got seen on the red buff, stealing that one away.
Oh no, Sleepy Trouble gets himself stunned up, but the paddle star still comes in. Brandini gets himself paddled. The Sejuani ulti just making ones that are getting the better of their opponents right now. Historically, TSM gets the better of all their rivals in rivalry matchups, but TSM now seeing if they can maybe grab the pick here onto that enemy top laner. Zilean ulti comes down, the resurrection goes through, Drowsy on to Grig. Shurima shuffle, Shiro goes down. TSM now looking to grab anything else they can. Keith's already out of there too, it's a 2 for 0.
Yeah, who needs that mid lane? Good play, cut it, but they have the top lane as well. That one also has super creep, so TSM Academy is continuing pushing. Not enough wave clear here on the side of C9 to stop this at all.
Game-ending push unless Cloud9 makes some kind of a miracle happen here. Brandini onto the turret, taking that one down. C9 trying to stop it, but Goldenglue falls. They're going to lose everybody else, and that is all she wrote. TSM Academy